Hi, my name is Starry, and I am new to the fandom. I will preface this by saying I am a Larry, but I wanted to make this video to introduce a project I'm about to kick off. So let me start by telling you how I got introduced to the fandom. I took my two older children to see Woman King. A trailer came on for Don't Worry Darling. My daughter pointed out Harry Styles. I didn't know who that was. I made a mental note to look up that movie later. I tend to like the psychological thriller, weird movies. A couple weeks passed and I remembered that I wanted to watch that movie. So I looked it up, saw Harry Styles' name listed in the cast, and remembered that my daughter mentioned his name for another movie that I couldn't place. What was surprising is I'm usually the movie buff. So my daughter knowing an actor that I didn't know was just weird to me. So I had to look him up. So I pulled up his IMDb and saw that the other movie was Eternals. As I was scrolling through his filmography, I saw that he was also in some One Direction movies, but that confused me because I thought One Direction was a band and those were probably like band documentaries. Why would an actor be in a band's documentary? As you can tell, I had a lot to learn. I went ahead and Googled Harry Styles. I learned that he was a singer in One Direction. He's also got a very successful solo career. And I did find photos of Harry from Vogue, the ones where he's wearing the dress. And I remembered I had seen those pictures before, but when I saw them, I thought he was just a model. The fact that I didn't know Harry Styles at all, now looking back, just cracks me up. None of my kids listened to One Direction, so I didn't know if I would know any of their music. I assumed they probably weren't that big. Yeah, I was wrong. I did know Story of My Life, and I did recognize a couple other songs, but I didn't know them. So I was listening to the One Direction songs one after another. YouTube started recommending some other videos. The algorithm had something in mind. A number of the videos recommended were Larry Stylinson videos. And since I didn't know the band members' names aside from Harry Styles, I honestly thought that maybe Larry was a band member. So I watched the first Larry Stylinson video. It had various clips of Harry and Louis drastically slowed down, backed with romantic music, and I'm not gonna lie, my initial reaction was offended. It seemed incredibly rude to take what was probably a completely normal interaction between two teenage boys and manipulating it to make it look like something that it wasn't. So I was a little disgusted at first, I'm not gonna lie. Now, disclaimer, again, before anyone goes rushing to the comments, I am a Larry now. I'm just walking you through my introduction to the fandom and my own personal journey for the truth. So I went ahead and watched a second video, mostly because I was shocked there were so many out there, and also out of morbid curiosity. Nothing that I saw looked anything out of ordinary until one. There was one clip, and it was that one clip that kicked off this adventure with all of its highs and lows. I wanted to see the full video that clip came from, in context, without any edits or fan manipulations or romantic music. And I found it. It had me asking more questions and wanting to learn more, because when I saw the clip, it was very telling. Partly because I recognized that body language. I recognized that behavior as something that my ex and I did years ago. We were coworkers. The company didn't allow coworkers to date. For that year and a half, our secret behavior with each other was very similar to what I saw with Louis and Harry. I started picking apart the other Larry compilation videos and tried to find the original videos that made up those clips. I have to admit, I've watched an embarrassing number of hours of footage. Their X Factor season, I've watched that twice through. I have probably seen all of their interviews. I've seen a lot of their live performances. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to watch all of their live performances. I'm so far behind. There's no way I could catch all of them, but I tried to watch the ones that I've at least found in the various Larry compilations. I've also bought all of Harry and Louis' solo albums. I bought most of 1D's music. I've even created my first Spotify playlist of just Harry, Louis, Niall, and the 1D music. It's an obsession, an addiction, but I'm not ready for a 12-step program just yet. There's something I want to do first. I have ADHD, and one of the things that gives me anxiety when watching these compilation videos was when the clips were out of chronological order. I don't know why. I'm weird, okay? The best videos that were in chronological order, you had to read. It was paragraph after paragraph. I have to be doing something other than just reading a screen. I need to be able to multitask. So while the content was great, I know for me and anyone like me, it would be easier if the story was told out loud. So anyway, after much time, mental and emotional, even financial investment, I want to do something fun with all this knowledge I have gained over the last couple months. So I'm starting a chronological video series on Harry and Louis' love story for people like me. Keep in mind, we only know what is available to us, either shared or discovered by the armies of sleuthing Larrys out there. This is my first attempt at anything like this. I could very well lose interest before I finish. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of hours, but I'm very driven, I'm very excited, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as well. I'm working on episode 1, which starts with how Harry and Louis actually met, all the way through the X Factor season. It'll be a long video, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Bye for now, and remember, treat people with kindness. Love you.